Yo, what's good with it? What's poppin', man? Here with another episode or another segment of 4th and 1, as we always get it done. This particular individual is a legendary head coach, Coach Tony Dungy. There's been so many people that have spoke of your greatness, and in a world where being a fierce leader and doing it in a way that is leading by the strike or leading by words of rah, 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 rah. You've always been a very humble individual that has impacted the masses of men, a true leader of men. So from a former player that didn't have opportunity to play for you, I've always respected you from afar, and thank you for all the things that you've done for this game and for us.
Well, thank you, Cam. It was a real honor for me to coach in the NFL, and you kind of talked about my style. I started coaching with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I was 25 years old when Chuck Noll hired me. I'd never coached before, and I asked him, what am I supposed to do? What's my job? And he said, as long as you're coaching for the Steelers, you only have one job, help your players. So when he told me that, I thought about, well, who were the guys that helped me? Well, it was the coaches that encouraged me, the coaches that taught me. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to help my guys be better players and better men. So for 28 years, that's how I tried to do it.
That's remarkable. Being a Super Bowl winning coach, right? What are certain things of preparation that the fans may not know or understand about coaching in this game?
This is a different game because you have 2 weeks to prepare and all the focus is on you. It's the biggest game, and so you don't want to leave any stone unturned, but then you get down here for a week and you've got all of this going on. So how can you keep it normal, keep it together, and stay focused and not try to do too much? I remember Sean McVay a couple of years ago saying, you know, I outthought myself in that second week and I probably tried to do too much. So for me, it was really just, guys, this is what we do, this is who we are, let's just make sure that we stay focused on us and we don't do too much.
There's so much to be said about this time frame and so much game planning and self-scouting. And when I look back when I played here, it really came down to when we settled in, it was executing the day one install stuff. Like we had such a game plan, like we knew what the Broncos was trying to do, and then all of a sudden we got in the first quarter and it was a blur. Second quarter, and it was like, man, look, let's just go to quick game. Let's just pick up the tempo in a way, and we were able to move the ball, not enough to win the football game, but I just thought back to as we're having this conversation, all the hype that's built on something still comes down to the first day install executions, from basic coverages to under, over, or quarters, or cover three. How that has been able to see or show itself in today's game has been something that I don't think a lot of people really pay attention to.
Football doesn't change. You played against Peyton Manning in that game. Peyton was my quarterback when we went to the Super Bowl, so he's got 2 weeks to get ready for the Chicago Bears. He watched 100 games of them and all their cut-ups, and he knew exactly what they were going to do. But you know what? We still got to go out there and run scat right, H-dig.
Right.
First play we ever put in. We've called it 5 or 6 times. If we execute it, we're going to be in good shape. We don't need to do new stuff. We don't need more. We just need to do what we do well.
Right. Now, as a coach who's had a great eye on talent, what did you or what do you look for in how you observe talent from this dynamic of really bringing in the best player that suits your franchise at that particular point?
You know what? I put a big premium, Cam, on character. Talent you can see, you can measure, and you want to do that. When I coached at Tampa and Indianapolis, I had our scouts give a letter grade for athleticism, but also a letter grade for character. And we were looking for those A characters, that teammate that everybody wanted to be around, that elevated everyone else. If we got enough of those guys, I knew we were going to find talent.
Yeah.
Okay, but teammates that want to be together, that want to play together. And I look at these two teams. We've covered New England 3 times. We had Seattle once. And what you see is that togetherness, that unity, that teamwork. Nobody's the star and other people below them. Everybody's together. And I think Coach Vrabel and Coach McDonald have done a great job of doing that and putting that together. My assignment for NBC was to do the interviews in Seattle. And all they talked about is the people that they brought in. Yeah, DeMarcus Lawrence is a great player, but he's a leader and a great person. Cooper Kupp, fantastic receiver, but he's galvanized the receiver room. And that to me is what wins championships for you.
Yeah. Now I got to ask you, so building that relationship, head coach, quarterback, because he pretty much is your mind on the field. How do you build that relationship, that trust, and what did that look like between you and Peyton?
You try to build that with every player, but it's really special with the quarterback because he's your mouthpiece. He's the guy that represents you. And you want to have the same vision that he has. So, hey, Peyton, this is how we're going to do it. Here's how we're going to build it. We want to be accountable. We're going to be explosive, but we want to take care of the ball. And you just keep giving him those kind of key words until it becomes second nature to him. Then he starts repeating them, and that becomes his mantra. And then you know, hey, we got it now. We've got it.
What was always intriguing to me, Peyton Manning was obviously a generational kind of talent or thinker. We're sitting here with Tony Dungy, the first African-American coach to win a Super Bowl. And I want to give this type of perspective about your players. And that's why I asked the question about talent, because you had Reggie Wayne, you had Marvin Harrison, you had Dallas Clark, you had Edgerrin James. In this world of sports, of football, in their prime, they will still be explosive.
Yeah.
And you guys were kind of ahead of the curve with being able to do those type of things. And they all had their own kind of knack for whatever. Dallas Clark, I believe, went to Iowa.
Yeah.
You got Marvin Harrison. Yeah. You have, Reggie Wayne, the U. Edgerrin James, the U. Everybody's personality is different. Peyton Manning, obviously going to University of Tennessee. These different people, as a right recipe, blended very well. To that, how do you orchestrate that into real life as far as building your village?
That is the key thing. And we're bringing people, and that to me is the great thing about sports, especially football. You bring people from different walks of life and different dynamics. Peyton Manning and Reggie Wayne grew up about 6 miles from each other in New Orleans.
Did not know that. That's crazy.
They never saw each other, never did anything together until they got to Indianapolis, 900 miles away. And then they become this tight-knit group. That's what sports can do. And that's what we wanted. We want to bring that locker room where everybody feels part of it. Everybody's together. It's not one group over here and the receivers over here and the running backs over here. No, we're a team.
For sure.
And when you have leaders that believe that and buy into that, Edgerrin James was phenomenal, bringing everybody together.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking for.
So listen, man, I want to be respectful for everybody's time. Coach Dungy, thank you for being a beacon of hope and being a reliable source for people to kind of look back and say, be you, right?
Just be
you. So much that we can keep discussing, but thank you for all the memories that you've given us as a coach, being a person that's heavily faith-based and doing it the right way.
Well,
thank you, Coach.
Thank you very much. And I have to say, I pull for you all the time, except for my son was a freshman at Oregon in 2010. You guys are playing the national championship game. You beat Oregon on the last play of the game, and I said, oh, man, I'm sad for Eric, but I'm happy for Cam.
Thank you. Appreciate you, Coach.
Good to see you.
Thank you now.
Thank you.